When it comes to my training, there's a quote by Bobby Knight that I like to keep at the front of my mind. The will to succeed is important, but what's more important is the will to prepare. Lone Pine is a quaint little town at the base of the Sierra Mountains. It's the portal of Mount Whitney, and it attracts lots of hikers, and climbers, runners, and in general just people who love the outdoors. Everywhere you walk in Lone Pine, you can't help but stare up at the Sierras that just blanket one side of the town. It's spectacular looking up at those mountains, and it's a little bit humbling standing that far below them looking up. The town has lots of character. There's great little shops and restaurants, and all the locals are super friendly. Walking around in town, time seems to slow down a little bit. This year's Badwater course is pretty different from the traditional course that I've seen in the past. So it was really important to me to get out to Lone Pine before the race in order to do a training weekend with some of my crew. It's always beneficial to get familiar with the race course before you actually have to race on it. And in this race, because crew is so important, they're going to be with me pretty much the entire race. I wanted them to come out and see it as well, so that we would all know what exactly we were going to be facing during the race. It's the Cerro Gordo climb. Goes up to this abandoned mining town. It's tough. It's pretty killer, especially right now because it's hot. It's Ben Jones, Badwater Ben. He's been crewing us all day, volunteered to come out. Badwater Ben was an invaluable resource, and I know that my crew and I learned a ton from him during the time we got to spend with him, and we're really grateful that he crewed us while we ran a chunk of the race course. He had tons of interesting stories about Lone Pine, about his life, about Badwater race, and we're really grateful that he took time out of his schedule to spend it with us and to show us around. I've been training my ass off for Badwater for 4 or 5 months. I'm really excited to test myself on this course. I've put in a ton of miles, I've dialed in my nutrition, I'm confident in my ability. I know that I have a great crew behind me that are going to do everything they can to help push me across that finish line. And I know that when I get out there, I'm going to do everything I can to have a great day.